Hey guys, how are we doing today? Dr. Charlie Ware coming to you again to discuss more dietary things that we see that can either take away from your health or add to your health. Again, the purpose of doing these videos is actually just to add as much value to your knowledge base so you can actually treat yourself and also your family as best as possible. And again, as I always say, hit the notification, guys, because as soon as I go on live, you'll get a notification that I'm live and you can continue this educational process. I try to do at least 4 to 5 videos per month, per day, per week, if I can get the time frame right, per week, in order for you guys to, get the value and understand that, I'm trying to put as much information out so you guys will, cut through a lot of the confusion. I'm trying to give it to you in bite-sized chunks so you can understand it from a clinical standpoint, but also more importantly, you can understand it from a lifestyle standpoint to make sure that you're able to incorporate these things and also, change your diet to actually make sure that you're eating healthy, to make sure that you're reducing your pain levels, you're increasing your lifestyle and also your mobility as well. Sorry about that. I had a quick thought about something else I want to say to you guys. So let's jump into it really quick. The whole reason why I'm coming to you today is really to discuss the whole protein debate. Everything has protein in it these days. Protein bars, protein shakes, eat more protein, protein packed cookies, protein packed pancakes. I've seen protein packed almost anything these days. And what's the purpose? Individuals that, work out say that you need to eat as much protein as you can in order for you to get big and also get healthy and get strong. As well as, years ago, the Atkins diet was very, very popular. Individuals lost huge amounts of weight in a short period of time. And then, you go to look at lab work and some other issues start to jump in. So from a chronic pain or chronic disease standpoint, should you be eating a lot of protein? My answer is definitely no. It's not because of the fact that, yes, I'm vegan or vegetarian, whatever, myself, I'm more pescatarian, like whatever it is. I'm not saying this from a personal standpoint. I'm saying it from what I see in a clinical practice standpoint and also from a research standpoint. No, you should not be eating a lot of protein. Why? Several things happen when protein is essential, but the research shows that, any individual should not have any more than about 2 to 3 ounces of animal protein a day. And that's it, animal protein. Because you got to understand that there's also still plant protein. So whenever you eat any sort of fruits and salads and things of that sort, you're still getting certain amounts of protein. Proteins are nothing more than amino acids that are found in almost any living thing. Okay? If you look at, let's take, for instance, the cow. The most important or the largest, protein out there that most people want to eat. What do they eat all day long? They eat grass. So if they're eating grass to get big and bulky and things of that sort, why are you going to now eat that animal and think that you're going to get big and bulky? You can just eat plain plants as well and get big and bulky. I know plenty of pro athletes that I've seen myself, or even myself, I was a mixed martial arts fighter. I was a AAA baseball player and things of that sort. I was vegan during those times. I'm still vegan now, and I never lost a fight. I never, had any major injuries and things of that sort. I recovered a lot faster than a lot of my counterparts who ate protein all day long, thinking that you get big and strong. And I know plenty of football players that are strictly vegan, especially during the season. They're strictly vegan, and some other star athletes, they're strictly vegan because they see the benefit in their diet. But again, think about these animals. A chicken doesn't eat other protein. They eat grass and grains and things of that sort to make sure that they're growing. A turkey, the same thing. They may eat a worm here and there or different bugs, things of that sort. And this is in small quantities. So you got to understand that what they're eating, you're going to be eating. That's the reason why we say, or you see them on the packages a lot of times now, what you start to see on there, antibiotic free, steroid free, because a lot of times these things are being pumped up with antibiotics and also steroids, so they're not clean meats as well. So the whole protein debate is the fact that realistically, animal protein, you don't need a whole lot of it in your diet in order for you to be completely healthy. And even if you are working out, you can increase it by maybe a half an ounce or maybe an ounce, so you'll have 3 ounces of protein versus having the 2 and 3. How you doing, T? How you doing today? Thank you so much for the love and blessings. And I'm glad you guys are using the Healing Blaze products. But again, several things happen when you have too much protein. A lot of individuals walking around, with these little bellies, these little round bellies right there. Those are digestive issues with too much inflammation, because the protein takes a lot longer to actually break itself down. So a lot of individuals have, digestive issues. when you're not able to digest that food, what also starts to happen is you can actually go into reduced ketosis. Ketosis is basically when your body wants to get back in homeostasis. It burns all the chemicals out. So it's basically when you start to fast. If anyone's done a true fast and not have had anything but water for about a day or two, something like that, especially around Lent or around Passover, we tend to do that. And notice how your body starts to feel. You're like, man, you're not really hungry because your body is burning all of the chemicals out of it, all of the protein, all of the glucose, everything else. So now it's ready to get some really good things inside there. Your body wants to go into ketosis on a daily basis. And that's the way that your body gets rid of extra proteins on a natural basis, or get rid of different byproducts of things on a natural basis. When you have too much protein in your system, it stops that process. So you're not even eliminating all of the extra byproducts from the bad foods or even the good foods. So your body holds on to a lot more bacteria, a lot more issues like that. So you got to really be careful with the amount of protein you have. And I tell all my patients, never ever have a powdered protein. The research shows that if you have these powdered proteins, only about 1 to 1.5, maybe 2% of it is being absorbed. So if you have all this protein, you're still not absorbing that. It's really going to affect your gut, because again, it is a fake protein, or is a whey protein, which is a byproduct of a dairy product as well. So you want to be very, very careful with that. Again, having too much protein in your system, like I said, it can also make you dehydrated. Why is it making you dehydrated? It takes a lot longer for you to break down protein, because again, protein is a very complex, substance. A lot of amino acids are put together to actually make sure that protein is going to stick together in a certain way. So it takes longer for your gastric juices to actually break that down in order for your body to use that protein. Okay, so that's why when a diabetic, we'll tell them, yes, have a piece of protein, because it will break down slower inside your body if you can have a carbohydrate with it. So it'll slow down all of the processes, like breaking down the glucose or carbohydrates into different glucose, or turning different oils into glucose and things of that sort. So that's why we actually say that, because it slows the process down. If you're having protein, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, also for snacks, yes, way too much, you're slowing those processes down. That's why there's a lot more inflammation inside that gut. So that's when, even when you're working out, you still have that little bit of a gut right there. That's just inflammation inside your body that your body's trying to get rid of in some sort of way. I guarantee you, if you fasted from protein from like a day or two, maybe even 3, you'll see that gut slowly start to go away, because your body is now starting to absorb that a lot better as well. So you got to be very, very careful with that. Other issues that will happen if you have too much protein on a daily basis, like I just said, the inflammation is caused in your body, because your body is not able to, again, have the true metabolism that it's supposed to have, because of the fact that you don't have the ability to break down the foods a lot faster. So a lot of constipation I see with people who have a lot of protein, because they're not having enough water in their system. I get a lot of headaches. I get a lot of, like I said, constipation, headaches, gastrointestinal issues, gout. Right about that, because again, if you're not breaking down your different processes, one of the things that we have in our urine, the reason why it's called urine, is the uric acid, or the urea. That actually can start to settle. If you have too much in your system, your body's not able to extract that, because that's one of the enzymes that sort of say, hey, you got to go urinate, you got to go pee, or whatever. If you have too much of that in your system, where it's going to go? It goes inside of your joints. That's why sometimes people have real bad knee pains, and also definitely in the toes and things of that sort, because it settles down. It's little crystals. Once it starts to have too much in your system, they turn into little crystals, and they settle inside your joints. So they have such bad pain, and it lasts until your body's able to process that and produce it and push it out your system as well. So again, you got to be very, very careful. Like I said, guys, always feel free to hit the notification button, so make sure that you're able to get all this information as soon as I go online. Like I said, about 4 or 5 times a week, I try to go online and give you guys some good information, whether it be for chronic pain or a very specific situation that's going on in you and your family situation. And again, I'm trying to tie all this back in. And why am I talking about protein, or I'm talking about different oils, I'm talking about diet, if I'm in a group that is for chronic pain, or for diabetes, or for arthritis, whatever? As I said over and over again, everything you eat is going to add to your health or take away from your health. So if you're going with the mainstream, or if you're going with, as we say, conformism, meaning like, everything's popular, and everything is popular, you can just go try and do yourself, you're going to end up being in a bad place because you're going with what everyone is saying is good for you, and you don't see the science behind it. You don't see the linkage behind it. So I want everyone to really start to eat for themselves and not eat what's popular. And the Atkins diet was great for some people for a short period of time. And these diets really aren't designed for you to eat a long term. It's designed to say, go ahead and eat this stuff for about, let's say, 3 months. Eat this way for a month to 3 months. Lose the weight. Reset your body a little bit, and now let's start to have you eat regular food. I know some people who, follow the Atkins diet for years and years and years, and all of a sudden they start having cardiac issues, they start having kidney issues, and the reason why is because of the fact that, and again, eating that amount of protein, not having any sort of, carbohydrates or any other good oils or anything green really is going to take away from your health as well. You've been vegan for 2 years, great, awesome. That's awesome, and thank you so much for putting that out there. And again, I'm not trying to tell people to be vegan. If you're gonna be vegan, trust me, I know way more unhealthy vegans than I know healthy vegans. And the reason why is because people don't understand that just by eating a bunch of carbohydrates and packaged food does not mean that you're a vegan and you're healthy. You gotta understand how to combine different foods together to make sure you're getting the right protein level from your grains. Also, how to prepare your grains properly, as well as making sure that all your nutrients are coming to you on a daily basis in different forms as well. And also eating these fake meats. I don't eat those fake meats. And the reason why, a lot of them have a lot of sugar inside of them, or they have different, it's still processed stuff. So if you're going to go vegan, if you're going to go natural, just eat plants, eat fruits, eat veggies, eat some grains and things of that sort. That's the best way to go. Another caveat to the whole protein thing, like I said, if you're on a daily basis and you're gonna have some sort of plant protein, the thing you want to do, excuse me for that, the thing you want to do is have about 2 to 2.5 ounces of protein. This is not if you're working out thing. This is if you're not working out. 2 to 2.5 ounces of animal protein a day. And then it depends on the type of plant, animal protein. Fish is always good. Chicken, turkey, lamb, and also goat as well. The reason why I say that is because it's easy for your body to digest those things a lot easier. When you get into the porks, when you get into the beefs and things like that, it's hard for your body to actually digest that stuff. Even shellfish, have a lot of side effects and a lot of things in it that you shouldn't be eating on a daily basis as well. Like I said, fish, a cold water fish is phenomenal for you. A good, natural, organic, chicken, turkey, guinea how, corner chin, things like that is going to be phenomenal for you as well. So you want to stick with easy things like that. Now, if you are working out, and I really hope you are, then you can up it to, like I said, about 3, maybe 3.5 ounces of animal protein a day, because you still are going to be eating different plants, different fruits that, again, have different amino acids that break themselves down into what? Different proteins as well. But make sure you also drink, have your, at least 45 to 50 ounces of water a day. Why? Because it takes a lot longer for your body to break down that protein, and it takes a lot of water for that to actually happen as well. So again, you got to be very, very careful. Make sure you're staying hydrated. The micronutrient uptake is going to be a lot easier for your body to also absorb too, because again, you have a small amount of protein which your body is able to absorb, and then what's going to happen is you're going to be able to absorb a lot of those trace nutrients, trace minerals as well. Thus making you a lot healthier and also getting rid of a lot more of the inflammation as well. So that's the basis of everything, is make sure that everything you put in your mouth you're able to absorb and use every time you eat over and over again. So that's why the whole protein thing is you got to tame it down. Stop eating these bars, stop eating this fake protein, eat real food, as I always said. Visit your local butchers and also seafood markets, especially now as spring and summer. A lot of this good seafood is coming about. Visit these places, because of the fact that the fresher it is, the better it's going to be for you. And again, a lot of these places do tell you the history of their meat too, meaning how long did it take for you to get it to your butchery, and where was it located? Was it grown with antibiotics and things of that sort? They'll tell you all that stuff as well. You just got to ask the questions. So guys, like I said, always always say, if you love this information, please give me some comments to make sure that this stuff I'm adding value to you guys' life. I hope it is, because again, I love giving you the information. I go off only off what you guys ask me. And again, being that it's summer coming up, I want you guys to be healthy and happy and enjoy your kids' vacation as well. So again, I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.